When I was 12, this is the way I knew that God was real. Now, I grew up in a family where I say that ministry was the family business. And so everybody was a preacher or a singer, or that's just what you did. And so I knew that part of it. But knowing God was real, I was 12. I was in 6th grade. And Eaton Park, usually when I tell this story, people don't know what Eaton Park is, but y'all do, so that's wonderful. I was going to Fort Crawford Elementary School. I was in 6th grade, and that's back when, I'm dating myself, that's back when you could go home for lunch. Anybody remember that? Like you could leave and come back? Okay. So it was lunchtime, and I announced to my friends in class, I'm taking everyone to lunch at Eaton Park. And so, of course, kids were like, all right, well, let's go. So we walked our little 12-year-old selves down to Eaton Park, and we had hot dogs and fries and milkshakes, and we had the time of our lives. Until a waitress came to the table, and she dropped something on the table that was long, it was curled, it was white. It's what I now know to be a check. Now, at 12, I didn't know anything about that. So I realized, oh, someone has to pay. I said I was going to pay. I don't have any money. Now, you may be like, well, why did you do that? Because that's the kind of kid I was. So now I start to feel that cry. You know that cry inside where it's like, that? So I start feeling that, but I don't want to let everybody know I don't have any money and I don't know what we're going to do. So I go to the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom, and then I just let the cry out. So I'm like, and I see a window in the bathroom. But it's small, and even then I was a portly child, so I was like, you're not going to make it through that. So I collect my emotions as much as a 12-year-old can. I walk out the door, and the Eaton Park in New Kensington is the exact same setup. When you walk out the bathroom door, the actual door to the restaurant is right in front of you. So I came out the door, and I always, because in school I had, believe it or not, some behavioral challenges. And so my mother was constantly at the school. So I knew the sound of her keys when she would come to the school. I came out the bathroom door, and I heard what I thought to be her keys. And I was like, how is that possible? And when I came in, I was always short. She was always tall. I ran smack into her. And so I looked up, and talk about your mixed emotions, because I know that she's going to pay. I also know that I'm going to pay. So I look up, and I'm staring at her, and she said to me, do you know how I know that you are here? And this is before cell phones, this is before pagers, before all of that. And I said, no, ma'am. And she said, the Holy Spirit told me you were here. Now go get your coat. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all what happened to me later that day. I don't want nobody calling the authorities or anything like that. I turned out fine. But from there, I knew 2 things. I knew, number 1, that God was real, and number 2, that God is a snitch.